Is LEGO price gouging us? So on June 1st, LEGO released, as part of their LEGO Icons theme, they released the minifigure vending machine. And at first glance, this looks like kind of any normal LEGO set. There's nothing too special going on here, and this is something that maybe could make a nice little display, something like that. And then you look closer and you check out the minifigs. And so at first glance, there really isn't any problem with the minifigs here. You know, and they did a lot of themes. They did different themes. They did a pirate lady, they did a pirate man, they did some space stuff. Fabbyland got an appearance. I mean, there's some really cool stuff in here. And then you take a look and you look at the castle minifigs and you're like, that's a brand new faction. And yes, there's actually two of them, the Krakens and the Griffins. The Griffins is what I'm mainly going to focus on this video, but the Griffin Knights looking absolutely stunning with a new shield, a new prints on the torsos and legs, and just really, really cool. And some really cool helmets as well. And this just looks amazing. And then you're like, okay, cool. And then you look at the price tag, $180 for the minifigure vending machine. And so I can't help but wonder, you know, for me, a LEGO Castle fan who loves castles and is really excited about the potentiality of new factions, and now they put all this time and resource into doing that, but then they put it at $180, which only has 1,343 pieces. It's 180 bucks, and the only thing I would get from this, the whole reason why I would buy the set, would be for the two minifigures. Now, of course, you could just go over and buy the minifigures directly from LEGO and Pick-a-Brick, right? Pick-a-Brick is a service where you can go on there and buy any parts you want. And luckily, if it's not licensed, you can actually purchase it individually. So that's pretty cool. But guess what? It's not on Pick-a-Brick right at the moment. And why don't they do this? Why don't they instantly release it on Pick-a-Brick? That is kind of a weird question. And my reasoning for this, and I think LEGO wants to do this, is because they want people to buy it. Obviously, they're a company that's trying to make money. You know, nobody's gonna fault them for doing that. But I do wish that they're gonna provide that service, right? If they're gonna provide the bricks and parts service, you know, PAB, if they're gonna provide that service, why don't they go ahead and just do it at the time of the release? It really kind of makes sense, in my opinion. You know, the people that are going to wait are gonna wait, and the people that are gonna buy the set for what the set is, they're gonna do it. And why would LEGO encourage people to go out and spend 180 bucks on maybe something that they wouldn't want besides just the castle minifigs? Now, this is assuming that LEGO really pays attention to the castle fandom, right? The castle fandom is kind of small in the grand scheme of things. So, is there really this huge price gouging going on? Is this some kind of elaborate trick by LEGO to try to get castle fans to spend money on the vending machine? No, not exactly, right? So again, we're a niche market, and just like the pirate community, you know, there's two new pirate minifigs in this, you know, same goes for them. Like, you know, the fandom that's with that is probably kind of pissed off that, you know, they can't get it and they have to buy, you know, a $180 set, which I do think the set is overpriced. But yeah, it's just, to me, you know, it isn't a huge deal. I wish they just would put it on bricks and pieces, right? Just put it on bricks and pieces. That covers all your bases. The people who want to buy the minifig vending machine for what it is, and they think the price is reasonable or whatever, they'll buy it. And then the people who, you know, just want to buy it for the figure, you know, they can just get the figure, and they'd probably buy more of the figure, right? I think this would actually benefit LEGO. And I feel like the people who were going to buy it anyway would already go and buy it, and the people who are going to wait are going to wait. And it just kind of sucks for the people that want the figure, like right when everybody else gets the figure, you know, and wants it in hand and to do content over, to play with, or to build their armies, you know, as fast as possible, you know, what us castle fans want to do. It just feels kind of unfair that we have to pay 180 bucks for something that we're really legitimately not going to use in any other kind of thing besides just the castle stuff, or just the pirate stuff, or just the space stuff. This goes for all the collectors and all the fandoms, right? I just feel like they should put it on bricks and pieces, make it available. People like me would buy 5, 10, maybe even 20 of these and spend, you know, a good $100, maybe even $200, just buying what we want. I don't know why LEGO is doing this. And I mean, I guess it comes down to our fandom is so small in the grand scheme of things that they don't really pay attention. But I would point out, though, on the LEGO's website, so if you go to the Lion Knights, you'll see this ad called the Ye Old Brick Shoppy. Add more medieval minifigures, animals, and accessories with Pick-a-Brick, right? Okay. Now, this seems a little interesting, in my opinion. Off the PAB wall, there are PAB, you know, Pick-a-Brick. They're giving you direct access, like they fully do this. They know there's a market here where people will buy these stuff. Why are they waiting do this, and I don't see a good reason for that, honestly. I don't think Lego's gonna make more money doing it the way they're doing right now. I actually think they might even make more money than they would, because it kind of makes me mad to have to wait that long. And maybe I'm just groaning for no reason. Let me know in the comments section what you think about this. This is something that I just wanted to point out here. You know, I don't know. It's a really kind of gray area, because on the one hand, I mean, I understand our fandom is very small in the grand scheme of things, but at the same time, they're recognizing that there is a fandom here, and why not just release everything on the same day? You know what I'm saying? I don't think it would take that much effort from them. They're obviously producing it in the factories. Like, just make extra like they do. Like, why wait? Why wait? And the reason is because they want to make more money. But I really honestly don't think it would affect them that much. Maybe I'm wrong here. Again, in the comment section, let me know what you think about this. But just make it available. Make it available so we can start building our armies sooner. And I mean, at the end of the day, we can wait, you know. Now, it is kind of interesting, because on Bricks and Pieces, you know, you can't, like, there's no, like, it's not like they send out an email, I don't think, saying, like, that they're all available, and it's not like there's this day that all the parts, you know, all the wave stuff is gonna happen, so you kind of have to be looking at it constantly, and then sometimes they sell out really fast, and so it kind of sucks for people who, you know, aren't spending hours upon hours every single day checking Lego, you know, or at least checking once a day. It just, to me, just release it on day one. If it sells out, it sells out. It gets on back order, whatever. But just make that process a lot smoother and easier for us, because that's where I'm at, you know, in my collecting journey. I don't really want to go out and buy a bunch of these sets, you know, especially a minifigure vending machine that I'm, like, I don't have any interest in that, but I really want the castle stuff from. So anyway, I'm rambled on too long. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and I will see you on the next one. And I'm definitely going to pick up that Creator 3-in-1 set pretty soon. I've been looking around at a couple stores. I haven't ordered online, but I might have to at this point. They haven't had it at my local Walmart. They haven't had it at a Target, so I might have to go to an official Lego store to pick this up. But the Creator 3-in-1, I definitely want to do some content on, and I have some thoughts about it. So anyway, be looking forward to that. But anyway, see you guys on the next one. Goodbye. Have a great day.